AKA Mr. Take It Easy. Playing the life easy. But make sure y'all follow my Instagram and Twitch in the description down below. Everything you need to know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. You say Union City, boy, I be in Union City, but I be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. Now I be trying to tell you, you know what I'm saying? You know, you never know where I'm gonna be. And you know, that's what I be trying to tell y'all, bro. I don't be trying to, you know, I move a certain way, bro. I really do. You know what I mean? That's why I say I feel like for me, I ain't trying to act cocky, bro. I feel like it's impossible to kill me, bro. I ain't trying to act like I'm immortal, bro, but bro, I'm outside when nobody outside. While you sleep, I'm outside. I be outside like at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. in the morning. And if I do go back out late, it's 12 a.m., 1 a.m. I'm not outside with everybody outside. I say, bro, it's impossible to kill. Bro, I be trying to tell you, I'm like a ghost, bro. Y'all think I'm like a ghost. I'm like a ghost. This is farther right here. Some of y'all, bro, I'm telling you, you niggas looking at me, bro, you'll never see me a day in your life. You'll never see me a day in your life, bro. This is as close as you gonna get at me right here. I promise you, bro, I promise you. On my life, if I don't want to be seen, you ain't gonna see me. If I want to be seen, you ain't gonna see me. This is as close as you gonna get right here. As close as you gonna get. I'm telling you. Three disturbing, true deep woods and wilderness horror stories. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it real. You know what I mean? You said what I'm doing at 12 a.m., none of your business. You know what I'm saying? But I just be doing things. You know what I mean? Doing things at 12 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. Normal things. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I just don't like being out when people out. You know what I mean? Y'all think I be lying? You know what I'm saying? I don't trust people. I'm not one of them. I said, look, I'm not one of them people. You said a meet and greet. Heck no. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them people that you got to ask people like the people that's close. I'm telling you, bro, I don't be lying. I'm real life paranoid. I'm paranoid now. As I'm doing this video, but I think somebody gonna break into my crib. That's why I got this gun right here. I'm paranoid right now. Ain't never a time, nigga, I ain't on the edge. You feel me? I really just don't trust people, bro. You gotta realize, bro, you getting done, bro, dirty, bro, the people that been close to you, bro, you think different. See, niggas that ain't never been through that, bro, like a nigga that been closer to you, like a nigga that did you wrong, a nigga that's close to you, you ain't never been through that before, but that messed you up, bro. That messed you up. Dang, you? Oh, nigga, you did it, nigga. Anybody can do that. I'm paranoid as a mother, boy. I don't trust nobody. I'm around people, nigga. I be staring all around. I know people be looking at me crazy. I be in the line just staring at people, just staring around. All type of stuff, bro. I don't trust nothing, bro. You can keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real. Well, I mean, bro, I don't hang around nobody. I don't hang around nobody, dog. You said a meet and greet. You gotta do a thumbnail. I ain't doing no meet and greet. Man, can I get a thumbnail right, man? Golly, man. Can somebody tell me what the heck is this nigga doing in the woods?
Brace yourself for the literal terror I'm about to share.
What the frick is you doing in the woods?
I don't even know if this is the place for a story like this, but I can't think of anywhere else to talk about it.
Hold on, cuz. Hold on. Slow down, gang. What the freak wrong with this nigga? Brace yourself. It's gonna be that scary twin. I just need somebody to tell me what the freak is this nigga doing in the woods? What you in the nook? What a nigga in the woods late at night? This nigga tripping. Look at this nigga.
For the literal terror I'm about to share with you. I don't even know if this is the place for a story like this, but I can't think of anywhere else to talk about it, and I just need to put it out there. I've told everyone under the sun about this. My family, my neighbors, my friends, random news outlets.
You said that's just background? Nigga, it's a nigga literally in the woods. How can you fake being in the woods? Bro, these are real videos, bro. This ain't no freaking... Nigga, this nigga really in the... I don't know if this nigga missed a nightmare, you know what I'm saying? But bro, nigga really was in the woods. What you talking about, nigga? You know, fake video, nigga. You stupid little boy. Little dumb drippy kid. Yeah, it's just, nigga dead for real in the woods. Nigga, how can you fake that? Nigga in the woods. Freak, nigga, it's dark, nigga in the woods. Nigga, freak, bro, what you what?
It's never enough. I can't really explain it, but I feel some weird obligation to inform as many people as possible about what's been happening to me. So
nigga say he's telling the stories, not video. What are you talking about? I'm talking about in the beginning of the video, bro. Nigga was literally in the woods recording, bro. Freak is you talking about, bro? You telling me what the freak I just seen, bro? What the freak wrong with you, bro? You good, bro? What the freak wrong with this nigga? Know what I'm saying, bro? I'm talking about in the beginning of the video, bro. Nigga really in the woods, bro. What the freak is wrong with this nigga?
So here goes.
The freak you talking about,
It's
bro?
November of 2019.
You go trying to be a know-it-all, bro. You trying to get banned, bro? Trying to be a know-it-all or something, bro? You trying to go that route, bro? You serious? Let me start the video, bro. Let me play the video before I go and ban you, bro.
As I'm writing this, the story goes way back. I'm talking like 7 years plus. I can't tell you the exact year off the top of my head, but let's just say 2012. It might have been 2013, but that's my best guess. I was in my mid-20s with a stable job and girlfriend who's now my fiancée. I never went to college, so I had been in the workforce for a while, and it was unlikely that my life would ever experience any drastic change. Because of that, there was no reason for me to move far away from home, so I didn't. At that age, my girlfriend and I had just moved into my childhood home that my parents so graciously passed on to me as my first house. It's an extremely old brick house that my dad had actually inherited from his parents when he was around 40, so I'd be keeping it in the family. The house itself has seen a few rounds of renovations, but you can still tell it's old. It's the brick that gives it away. There are very few brick houses in our area, so it sticks out like a sore thumb.
Like a sore thumb,
I
huh?
like that though, it feels special. Speaking of our area, we live in a very woodsy neighborhood, so the houses are spaced pretty far apart. Our house is also the last lot on our street.
It better be scary now, bro, because the way you was introducing it, oh man, you know, it's one of the most scariest things I've ever my life experience. You know what I mean? You're gonna be very shaken. Like, it better be shaken in it.
So instead of bordering the woods on just one side, we border it on two. The woods back there is massive, and I mean massive.
Massive, right?
As a kid, my brothers and I would often go exploring in there, but no amount of aimless wandering ever got us even close to charting the whole thing. I'm sure some people would find that intimidating, but I've always enjoyed the wilderness, so it wasn't a big deal to me.
You're right.
Plus, I'm a guy who likes keeping to myself. Always have, so being isolated in my own little corner of the earth was appealing.
Can't blame that. Can't blame
My
me.
girlfriend and I had been living there for a few months when all this started happening. It was sometime in the winter. I can't remember the exact month. All I know is that there was snow on the ground. It was sometime after 8 in the morning on a Sunday, the one day a week I got to sleep in. As I was getting in my pickup truck to treat myself to a coffee like I do every Sunday morning, I noticed something odd. In the driveway, right next to my car, there was what looked like a trail of footprints in the snow. My first thought was that my girlfriend had somehow woken up before me without me hearing
Holy
her.
crap.
And she came out to the driveway for whatever reason. But the more I looked around, the more I realized that was impossible. The path led across my front yard and through the hole in our side yard fence.
Got
meaning
footprints
that
all
footprints
over.
had originated from somewhere in the woods.
All these
On top of
footprints.
that, the trail didn't lead anywhere near our house, meaning they couldn't have been created by my girlfriend. I remember standing there, confused as hell. The trail didn't lead around our house or up to any of the windows, just the driver's side door of my car. That meant someone had walked directly from the woods to my car, only to immediately turn around and walk straight back into the woods. It was bizarre. I ended up asking my girlfriend about it later that day, but she obviously wasn't responsible for it.
A freak,
I
bro.
wish I could give you more details about that first instance, but it was so long ago that that's about as much as I remember.
So you're freaked out about freaking foot. Like I said, it's cool to be aware, right? But the way you were explaining this, like, bro, in the beginning of the video, bro, like, come on, dude. Like I said, man, you just let off some shots. Pow, 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 pow. Whoever the freak out here, nigga, come over here again, nigga, and it's game over. That's all you gotta do, cuz. That's all you gotta do. Blah, blah, blah. You gonna hit? You know what I'm saying? But acting so crazy, bro. You acting like a hoe over some freaking footsteps, bro. You get your little hoe self out my face.
It must have been at least
Just
2
let off
days
some shots in there, and I promise you ain't gonna see no more footsteps, nigga.
after that when the next thing happened. I specifically remember it being 2015 because that was the year my Seahawks lost the Super Bowl to Tom Brady.
Oh my God. Now that was embarrassing. You got the best running back in the league at the time, Marshawn Lynch, aka Beast Mode. I'm watching it too. I'm thinking you finna run with the nigga. The whole time this nigga threw it on the second and go. Nigga, you threw it in the red zone. We had the best freaking running back in the league, bro, at the time. I ain't gonna cap. That is the most craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I woke up that morning and walked to my car. I think it was a weekday, but I'm not positive.
That was
As soon
funny.
as I stepped outside, I instantly knew something was very, very wrong. There were footprints everywhere. I'm talking in the driveway, near all the windows, around the perimeter of the house. The yard was completely covered in them. I'm a pretty level-headed guy, so I'm not gonna say I started panicking, but I'd be lying if I said I was completely calm in that moment.
Nigga probably watch you in the
I was
woods,
already
bro.
late for work, so I didn't have time to inspect the prints very closely, but I didn't want to leave my girlfriends in a potentially dangerous situation.
Tell her,
I
nigga.
quickly ran around the house and yard to make sure no one was lurking on the property, but that was about all I could do in the limited time I had. As I was pulling out of the driveway, I texted my girlfriend about the situation so she wouldn't freak out. I ended up leaving work early that day, mostly because the situation was stuck on my mind. By the time I got home, my girlfriend had made some shocking discoveries. As soon as I pulled up, she beckoned me into the yard and pointed at one of the trails, saying it had been bothering her all day. At first, I was confused, but then I realized what she was talking about. None of the footprints had left any shoe marks. I felt like an idiot for not picking up on it sooner.
Shoot, what?
Whoever had left the footprints had been walking around in their bare feet. I was at a loss for words. Who the
You know
hell
this
would-
nigga crazy. You know this nigga crazy. You know you're dealing with a crazy nigga. This nigga is walking around with his bare feet in the snow. That right there, yep, this is a crazy nigga that you're dealing with. This is not a normal nigga. You know what I'm saying? This nigga is walking around in snow with bare feet on. That nigga don't care about life at all.
walk around barefoot in
He doesn't
freezing
care about
cold
life at all.
temperatures. My girlfriend suggested that maybe it was some kind of animal, but the prints genuinely looked like 2 human feet. We went inside and called my dad, but he said he'd never experienced anything like that in all of his years of living in that house. He told me to grab my rifle and try tracking down whoever
Get
left
it.
the footprints.
Let's go!
I really didn't want to, but I knew this kind of thing was
Bust
my
his head open.
responsibility. My girlfriend wanted to call the police,
F
but I
that.
knew that would be a waste of time.
Nigga ain't finna find
We
this
had
nigga.
no evidence that a crime was committed, and I didn't think trespassing would warrant a search.
Word.
I told her I'd call the police if I found something in the woods, and she agreed. Like I said before, that woods is its own world, so I told myself I'd turn back as soon as the sun started going down. I slung my rifle over my shoulder and headed out. I must have been following the trail for like 30 minutes when I noticed something really strange. Seemingly out of nowhere, the trail split into 2 diverging paths. I didn't know which one to follow.
I mean, my head is spinning right now, nigga. What the freak is going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the freak this nigga following, but something in me tells me that this is not a human, right? Something inside me is telling me this isn't a human. Maybe it's a demon. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the freak it is, but I told y'all, inside the wilderness, right? Inside the wilderness, inside the woods. I consider the woods, I consider the wilderness like the ocean. Jay, what the freak you mean by that? We don't know what the freak is in that ocean. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what the freak is in the woods. Do we really know what's in the woods? When do we go in the woods? Like, when do we go in the woods, period? Nigga, I know you don't go in the woods, nigga, and I know Dane Sean go in the woods. Nigga, I don't know what the freak in the woods, boy. Nigga, I'm finna go in the woods, bro. I heard about all type of stuff in the woods, man. Y'all remember that other scary video I did, bro? Hey, man, y'all need to go do that other scary video I did, man, with that camping story, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That nigga talking about, man, he felt vibration. Nigga said, man, it was this big old, y'all remember that little freaking scary video I did, cuz? You know what I'm saying? I remember I did another scary video, bro, Mr. Ballin'. Oh, my God, but that junk still haunt me to this day. Man, you had a nigga, man. This nigga was camping by himself, man, in the woods. You got to remind yourself, man, a nigga walk miles. So, bro, just cannot just run to his car. His car not right there. It take, bro, like 3 days to get this car. Bro, it's deep in the woods. So, nigga camping and all that, man. So, out of nowhere, man, this nigga just hear a freaking voice. It's like a freaking demon taunting him. Have you ever been to Bell's Canyon? Oh, God, just imagine that, bro. You look around, what the freak is, what the freak? You look around, you don't see nothing. You just hear a deep old voice. Have you ever been to Bell's Canyon? Imagine you deep in the woods by yourself and you don't hear freaking nothing. You don't see nothing. You turn around and then it said it again. Have you ever been to Bell's Canyon? Nigga, you turn around, what the freak is this? Man, I had to watch that video, but that video scared me to freak out. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. That junk scared me to freak out. Nigga, that vid was crazy. I think that was on my old channel. Nigga, that was the only video, nigga, I can say, nigga, I was genuinely scared, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, that video scared the freak out me, cuz. I'm gonna keep it real. That junk scared the freak out me. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, I don't get scared, nigga. If I got scared, nigga, shoot. Nigga, I know now nigga was scared. I was scared of my mom, bro. What the freak is going on here, boy? It was a true story, too. Nigga, have you ever been to Bell's Canyon? Telling y'all, bro, I swear on my mother, I was scared as a motherfucker. I ain't never been scared watching a video like that in my life, cuz.
Oh, that was possible.
Goosebumps.
I thought maybe whoever had left the trail had doubled.
Just imagine that, bro. Just imagine you camping, bro. You hear a deep voice. It wasn't like a human voice. Like a deep voice. Have you ever been to Bell's Canyon? Nigga, looking around, you don't see nothing. They keep repeating that voice. It's right there. It's like it's right there. Right there, nigga, but you can't hear it. And they're getting dark and dark. Just keep repeating the same thing. I was scared of my freaking mind.
Confused me, but then a scarier thought hit me. Was there more than one person out there? I was under the impression that I had been tracking one person this whole time.
Like this right here is just.
Possibility of multiple
this
people
freaks me out, bro.
Occurred to me.
Somebody the woods, bro. I don't like the woods, bro. I don't like the woods, bro.
I wasn't fully comfortable knowing I could be outnumbered out there. I stood there a little while longer before deciding to turn around. It was getting dark anyway. As I was walking back, I couldn't help but think about those footprints. I felt like I would have noticed if two people were trying to walk in the same footprints.
Somebody in the woods I don't like,
no way the person in the back could have done it without messing up at least once. And then I thought that maybe someone had walked backwards from deeper in the woods to make it look like there had been two people there the whole time. And then, obviously, there was the possibility that it was just one person who doubled back on himself.
And I don't feel
maybe
like
someone had been carrying another person on his back and just got tired. I really didn't know which explanation was the most disturbing. We did end up calling the police that night.
Frick the police gonna do, bro?
They told us there wasn't much they could do without definitive evidence of a crime. I told my girlfriend I was going into the woods again the next morning, but it snowed pretty heavily that night, so there were no prints to follow anymore.
That's the woods,
my girlfriend was obviously terrified, but there was literally nothing we could do. Luckily, that was the last thing that happened that winter. In fact, nothing happened for a few years after that.
What?
I would go as far as to say we had forgotten about the whole thing.
So y'all went to... So this junk ain't happened in a few years, so nigga forgot about that junk. Like, okay, nigga seen them footsteps, nigga forgot a few years. Nigga went by a few years by, nigga was forgot about it. Okay, nigga was probably just some humans just walking. Yeah, that's probably what I would have thought too. Nigga happened a few years. So this junk happened again after a few years later. Oh yeah, this ain't no human, nigga. This ain't no human right here. This a demon. This some not human at all.
A lot had happened since then. My girlfriend and I got engaged in that time frame.
Holy crap,
we were
congratulations,
on other
bro.
things. I wouldn't be writing this if the story ended there though. What I'm about to tell you happened less than a year ago. It was just after the new year, so January of this year. One random morning, I woke up to footprints all over my property. Just like that, all the memories came flooding back. My fiance actually broke down in our bedroom, asking me if we'd ever escaped this nightmare. I didn't know what to tell her. It was actually worse this time. There were footprints leading to my shed, and a bunch of tools were missing. God knows what else those people had done. I was furious. I called up my friend Theo, explained the situation, and asked him if he'd help me. He's a big wilderness guy, and a much more experienced hunter than I am, which is part of the reason I asked him for help. He agreed and drove over to my place a few hours later. My fiance was worried sick, but I promised her that Theo and I would be able to handle ourselves. We dressed for the cold and geared up, knowing we might be out there for hours.
Some creepy-ish right here, man.
The reason I wasn't worried about the darkness this time around was because Theo had this really expensive thermal scope for his AR-10, which would allow us to see in low visibility. I never spent that much money on hunting equipment, so I'd still be blind, but it was definitely comforting knowing at least one of us would be able to see. I won't sugarcoat it. I was pretty scared by the time we had.
Yeah, it's just something about the woods, cause what freaked me out about the woods, bro, it's like you always being watched in there, bro. I don't know, I don't like them woods, bro. And me even looking at this, bro, creep me to freak out. You know what I'm saying? Just walking in these woods, bro, just watching, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, you don't know where either, bro. Like, I don't like them woods, bro. I don't get real with you, cuz.
At first,
I like them
Theo and I talked as we walked, but after 45 minutes, we were mostly silent. It's like the seriousness of the situation hit us both at the same time.
What?
I remember praying to God that I hadn't dragged Theo into some horrible situation. I'm not sure how long we walked after that, but eventually, the tracks once again.
That's what I'm saying. Bro, is this Mr. Nightmare, nigga? Is you going in the woods doing this, bro? That's some freaking dedication. This is a real video. A nigga really walking through the woods right now, but I was saying at the beginning of the video. Nigga really walking through the woods, bro. I think it's this nigga Mr. Nightmare walking through freaking woods, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mr. Nightmare, man, you got some real dedication, man. I never in my life walked through them freaking woods, but you freaking tripping, boy.
Into two sets of footprints. We followed the one on the left for a few minutes, but at one point, the trail just stopped abruptly. We retraced our steps back to the split, and Theo made a comment about whoever left the tracks really didn't want to be followed. I didn't want to think about it, so we just kept following the footprints in silence. I'm not kidding you. There were at least 3 other dead ends that forced us to retrace our steps, wasting valuable daylight. I remember thinking how remarkable it was that someone could walk backwards so perfectly that a trail of footprints didn't look like it had been stepped on multiple times.
I'm confused in the mug.
I'm telling you,
right
it wasn't
now,
normal. The one upside, which Theo pointed out to me, was the dead ends likely meant we were tracking just one person. Eventually, it started getting dark. We were really deep in the woods at that point. I didn't recognize my surroundings at all. The trail of footprints didn't diverge for a long time after that. Theo said whoever we were tracking had probably given up trying to make dead ends. Another 5 minutes
freaking alien,
and the footprints started getting noticeably deeper. We were getting closer. At one point, another set of footprints appeared right alongside the original. Theo cursed and whispered that he had been wrong, and that we were probably tracking 2 people. The sun was basically all the way down now, so Theo was checking his scope every so often. The snow gave me some visibility, but I'll be honest, I probably would have turned around had it not been for Theo's scope. We were walking in complete silence. Out of nowhere, I felt Theo's arm reach against my chest, motioning me to stop. I looked at him, and he was looking straight ahead through his scope. I couldn't see what he was looking at, so I just kept looking at him. It looked like he was holding his breath. I had never seen him so still. After a good 20 seconds, he slowly made his way over to the nearest tree and crouched down.
You see, Theo, what the freak?
I followed suit, not even questioning why. He looked through his scope again, and I could see his hand begin to tremble slightly. Another 20 seconds of complete silence. I was dying of suspense, so I lightly tapped his shoulder.
What's going on, Theo?
And silently handed it to me. I looked through the scope and had to fight back a scream. There were 4 figures huddled in the snow.
What the
At first I thought they were bears, but I quickly realized they weren't. They were human beings. 2 of them were large and hunched over, and the other 2 were smaller. The smaller ones were clinging to a nearby tree, wildly jerking their heads around. They were eating something. I couldn't make out faces or details. Thermal scopes don't give you that, but I could see enough to know they were naked.
Naked?
It was the most terrifying thing I have ever seen with my own 2 eyes.
Naked, bro?
Eventually, the larger ones picked up the smaller ones from off the tree and placed them on their shoulders.
That's a call to some boy.
They then began walking deeper into the woods. Theo and I sat under that tree for what felt like an hour. We didn't dare move until we were positive that there was no way those things could hear us.